You don't need advice. You are doing it.
Like, they'll say they like it just because it has to be mentioned.
It's a conversation starter.
You can't just
It would be
like,
weird not to mention it and just go on with it.
Hi, my name is Miss Halia. I represent Cinema 21 from Indonesia. It's the largest cinema chain in Indonesia. It's so nice to meet you guys.
So nice.
I'm a huge fan.
I love your outfit.
Oh my god,
You look
thank
like you belong in Barbie Land.
Oh my god, that was a huge compliment. Let me tell you, thank you so much. I want to ask about, because the movie and its trailer have caused a major fashion trend, right? It's called Barbie Core. So I want to ask, if I want to rock the Barbie Core look, do you have like some tips or suggestions maybe?
You don't need advice. You are doing it.
Oh my god, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Oh my god, thank you so much.
Well, there's obviously like pink.
Pink is an obvious.
That's a big one.
Okay,
But I also think the essence of Barbie Core is wear an item that if you wear, people have to say something about it. Like, they'll say they like it just because it has to be
It's a
mentioned.
conversation starter.
You can't just
It would be
like,
weird not to mention it and just go on with it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like there is something about Barbie that she's not afraid to be looked at.
So Barbie's famous for her extensive wardrobe, right?
Definitely.
So can you maybe give us a hint about how many fabulous looks we can expect like in the movie? And do either of you have a personal favorite? Because actually I love all of them so far, like in the trailer. And
do you have a count?
So many. I can't remember.
I should ask Jacqueline how many I had. I think it was like in the 40s.
Yeah.
But like all together, how many costumes are in Barbie?
Oh no, I did
it's
know that. There were thousands.
thousands.
There were thousands. Yeah, I've worked with our costume designer twice. She also did the costumes for Little Women. I remember one time she sat me down and she was like, audiences don't actually like seeing that many costume changes. She was like, they can't really process it. And I was like, well, let's see. My favorite costume moment, honestly, is at the very end of the movie, not to spoil anything, but when everybody comes out of their different, because everyone has like a different look that's like a different, like they're wearing something that they very specifically chose. They're just like, I love the way everything blends together.
Was it your direction for that, like what you would wear if it was the best day ever? For that scene in particular?
For that scene. And like what makes you feel amazing.
I cannot wait to see
it just is very like, really great. It's moving, actually.
Do you guys have any personal favorite?
I have so many. It's so impossible to pick a favorite because genuinely every time I'd put on a new costume, I was like, I changed my mind. Now this is my favorite. But I guess the one I haven't really spoken about much, which I did love, is when I go to the real world and I end up wearing like this pink cowgirl denim outfit. And it was hard to come up with that one, but I loved it. And the pants were very much inspired by, I think her name's Suki in Fast and the Furious. Do you remember those pink trout? Like, oh, that was like my inspiration. I showed a picture to Jacqueline. I was like, can we do something like this? And she was like,
well, that's gonna be the Halloween costume too.
Yeah,
that's
for sure. That's like
It already is. My favorite, actually, to like create and talk to Jacqueline about was Gloria in the real world. Like the first time you see Gloria as a human, because we talk so much about like who is she and what's the journey she has to go on. And she works at Mattel, and when you first see her, like she's wearing and looks like everybody else. And then you start to see the details, which Greta had written in, which is she's wearing these bright pink sneakers. And we talked about like, how do we push that idea more that like, the thing she loves, she's like holding in and that you can't see. And we'd had this conversation about like, I was like, is there any way we could find a thing where like, it looks like one thing with the blazer on, but then in the next scene when she takes it off, she's all totally different. Greta said this, which is like, I didn't even know what that meant. And then the next fitting, Jacqueline like didn't even make it, found this incredible button up that was blue like everybody else, and underneath it was pink and white pinstripes, and then I put a sparkly glitter belt on, and it was like we found the thing, like we actually found the character in finding that outfit.
Yeah, that was a great moment of costuming. My favorite thing is to like leave actors alone with Jacqueline because I'm like, you guys know what it is. Like I mean, obviously I'll say I like this or like that, but like I feel like she's so good at meeting an actor to find a character, and it makes me so happy. I'm like, make a secret that I don't know about. Like let me, I don't know, and I have that trust with her.
So nice to talk to you guys again. So, but before I end this interview, maybe you guys want to say something to the Barbie fans in Indonesia?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Indonesia.
Hi, everyone in Indonesia. Enjoy the Barbie movie. It's Very, very fun. It's a big party and you're all invited.
It's a big dance party, big pop music, fun time. You'll laugh, you'll get emotional. Come to the Barbie movie.
Thank you so much.
Thank
so
you.
much meeting you guys.
Thank you.
Asik kan videonya? Jangan lupa like, subscribe, dan komen ya. Sampai jumpa di video selanjutnya.